make sure everybody gets a chance to talk, so forgive me if I just go quickly. Evan, how are you, sir? It's nice to see you. The X-Men universe is fascinating. Tell us a little bit maybe about your character and what you're most excited about in this film.
He's really fast. And,
you play Quicksilver, right?
Play Quicksilver, yeah. Really fast, and he's a bit of a spaz.
He's a bit of a spaz. Good to know. Peter, how are you, sir?
And I play Bolivar Trask.
It's phenomenal too. I was realizing we have all these different franchises represented. I mean, we have Game of Thrones and Hunger Games, and it just goes on and on. True Blood, Star Trek. It's an amazing panel. This is pretty impressive. You've been here before. Have you ever seen anything like this?
I've had flashbacks.
Nicholas, for you, what to be part of this?
It's amazing. Even sitting here, it's scary, but thank you all for coming.
Jennifer, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Your character, I mean, this is a chance to find out more about her. It's just one of the bigger mysteries, really. Her relationships and the way that she fits in. It must be kind of exciting for you to return and find out where her story is going.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she's definitely taken on to, she's starting to find her journey into the Rebecca Romijn, kind of the later mystique that we know, but is also kind of still very close to Charles, and well, they haven't seen each other for a long time, it's not close geographically. Yeah, that's kind of her journey into becoming who she's going to be.
Sure. Mr. Fassbender, how are you, sir? He's hiding behind the podium watching the footage.
That's where I found this.
What the hell was that thing?
I don't know, but we're becoming friends. It's great to be back here. It's fantastic to see so many sort of, film enthusiasts, comic book enthusiasts, crazy people. It's nice to be very excited to be back.
Fantastic. James, how are you? It's good to see you.
I'm really good. I can't be in a room with this many people without saying, how you doing, Comic-Con? Really sorry, I couldn't hear you. How you doing, Comic-Con? It's great. This is the very first time I've ever been here. I was in the halls this morning. That's where I got my cool t-shirt. And it is amazing the passion you guys have. So it's awesome to be amongst you.
Yes.
Mr. Singer, when you, as the director of this film, you pulling together a lot of disparate things. You have two different sets of X-Men. You have a very large cast. Obviously, they're not all in the same place at one time. But is that an invigorating challenge, or is that something you have to overcome?
It's a scheduling nightmare. It's a logistical nightmare. But no, it's great. I actually like ensemble films. I started with Usual Suspects, which is I enjoy working with there's a lot of interesting people to cut to when you're making an ensemble film, and so I think the more the merrier. But I think the blend of these two casts is extremely unique, and it's just a thrill for me because I was involved as a producer with X-Men First Class and story writer, but not as a director, so it's an opportunity to work with this incredible group of people who I've been enormous fans of for years, and to return with this family of people who I'm right at home with, so it came quite easy.
That's great. And you, very quickly for you, I mean, you talked a little bit about how much the role means to you, but the ensemble, being back with a group of people that you know, how does that fit in?
Oh man, this is an embarrassment of riches. I mean, look, to work with the people who are in the
very first film I ever did. That's incredible alone, and then to work with this new lot. This is two great movies in one. If I just got to do one of these movies in my life, I'll be happy. The fact I'm with everybody here, this is something I'll never forget.
All right, you next two guys, I have to tell you. Wow. This is nerd vomit in here right now. Patrick, earlier today you were telling me a little bit about the esprit de corps of the Starfleet crew that you were part of. Compare this ensemble and the energy and the togetherness of it.
We've heard the word blessing several times today, and to experience a job as an actor with a great group of people whom you not only respect and admire, but love to once in a career is enviable. But in my case, to have had that experience twice in a career feels quite extraordinary.
That's lovely. And Ian, we were talking earlier as well. How are you, sir? You and Patrick, your work is not done when you finish the work.
No, it is not. I'd just like to say how lovely it is to be back in California. I feel safe here now you've got Billy Proposition 8. Looking for a husband. It's great to meet you, Michael. Thanks for the cue, because Patrick and I, because of these movies, and thank you, Brian, because although we've had very similar careers on stage and in classical theatre before we got to be part of this wonderful journey, we've now got even closer together, and so close that we're going to do 2 plays, and they're going to be on Broadway in the autumn. Harold Pinter, you can come and see us on stage. And I look forward to seeing you.
The panel previous to us was called Women Who Kick Ass, and that applies to this panel as well. We have 3 Oscar winners on this panel, 3 all women. And the next 2, Hallie and Anna. How are you? See as your favorite thing about Storm? She's such a wonderful character, such a classy character. What is it though that really resonates with you?
You know, what I've always loved about Storm is that, well, something I love about her and something I hate about her. I'm gonna tell you what I love first. What I love about Storm is that she's like the Earth Mother of the group. And I think that's part of my own personality that resonates and what attracted me to Storm in the beginning. She's usually the calm, cool voice of reason. Besides being a badass when she needs to be, she's kind of the mom of the group. What I hate about Storm is that she never gets any love. Like, what's up with Storm? Probably know more about the comic book than me, probably. Is she like asexual and nobody's told her?
No,
She's married! But when I got called to come back and play Storm again, it didn't take me but a half a second to say, send me that wig, give me that costume, I'm in. I love being a part of this franchise, and I love all the people that are sitting up here, the ones I've known for 13 years and the new friends that I've just made. I couldn't think of a better way to spend time working on a movie with this great group of people, and I'm so glad Bryan Singer is back. I'm so
Anna, is it? Hi, how are you? You've had such a great career journey, with True Blood and all that fantastic success. And does that make it even better to go back to a character that predated that for you?
Sorry, huge hole. It's amazing. Obviously a lot has happened in the last 13 years of probably all of our lives, but it's incredibly exciting to get to come back. This was, I got cast in this movie when I was 17, so it's really, really, really amazing to be back and
Is that you down there?
Hey man, what's up?
There it is. So what's up with the Iceman?
Bobby's back. Yeah, no, I mean, I think I can say almost the same thing as everybody else. 4 films, Anna and I were teenagers. We get to come back every 4 or 5 years, and as you grow as a person, as you grow as an actor, you get to return to this amazing franchise with amazing people. So it's amazing to be back with old friends. Great to meet new ones, and I think there's going to be some really cool stuff that people don't expect to see, or they've been possibly waiting to see from a lot of these characters. So.
And Ellen, it's great to see you. I was lucky enough to meet you on the set of Inception, I think is when we first met. I remember you saying how much you loved making a movie of that scale and with the special effects and the visual ambition of it.
Yeah.
So it occurs to me you must be very, very excited to be back in the mutant universe.
Absolutely, and when I did the first one, I had never been on a set remotely to that size or scale, so it sort of blew my mind, and was joining a group of people who were already close, but they could not have been, more lovely and welcoming and so sweet. And then never did I expect to be back playing Kitty Pryde again, and just couldn't be more excited.
And Omar, welcome, sir. How are you? And why don't you tell us a little bit about your character?
C'est ça, it's Bishop. He's a guy from the future, and he fights for survive, like all of us.
Sure, absolutely. Fantastic. Well, it's one of those characters as an X-Men fan reading the comics that people always wanted to see on the screen, so it's just very exciting, the idea for the fans to see that character come to life.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sure. And then we're going to go to the audience for some questions, or we want to... For the producers down there, I can't see you guys, I'm sorry. What would you each say is the most important thing that this film had to accomplish, either in story or theme or execution or casting?
Well, I grew up, I think like most of you, reading the comics, and so being loyal to the original stories is the most important thing to us. And like you said, this is an embarrassment of riches of actors, so the same way it's surreal and cool for you to see all these guys up here, I think it's surreal and cool for us too, on set every day. So it's really about the original books and the original stories, and just trying to honor those as best we can.
Lauren, how are you? Just say hello.
Hello, and thank you guys for coming, for showing up and supporting our films. We share your love with us. Thank you, really. It's only because the comics were written so well that we were able to spin these stories. But I gotta say that starting with the first one and getting to this one, for me personally, to see this cast mixed together with Bryan Singer, I almost want to cry, I'm so happy.
And I think for all of us, probably the most amazing opportunity it offers is in 25 years of making movies, for me personally, I've never seen a better cast assembled in anything at any time. And it's matched by a story, thanks to Simon and the underlining comic book, that I think is worthy of the cast, and under Brian's stewardship. So it's an amazing opportunity for all of us. We're very grateful and excited to share it with you.
We're going to take a couple questions, but there's not a lot of plot stuff that can be discussed, probably. And then maybe we can watch the footage again. What do you guys think? Yeah! You guys have a couple quick questions, okay? Here it is. Say your name.
Hi, William. I feel really